Hey everyone, Wolfman here doing another review on another set from LEGO Star Wars. And if you watched the last video on the Imperial Armored Marauder, this is going to be the last one for Imperial themed vehicles from my Imperial Army. I'm going to be doing an overview over the entire Imperial Army until the one is up to date until May, where I'll be getting more sets. But anyways, this one is the last Imperial themed vehicle, but again this is going into sets from The Mandalorian. Again, I would highly recommend the show if you have I highly recommend watching the show if you have Disney Plus. Yeah, this set is actually quite the neat set. I only got one, but I intended to get another, but I don't really want to permit myself. But this is an awesome set. I'm pretty sure if you have seen The Mandalorian, but what Star Wars fan hasn't, you may as well know what this set is. It is a ship that houses a certain Moff, but I think you guys pretty much know, just by looking at the title, it is in fact the Imperial Light Cruiser. So without any further ado, I'll show you off this awesome set. And here it is in all its Imperial glory. The Imperial Light Cruiser, set number 75315, with 1,336 pieces. That comes with, depending on what your definitions of what a minifigure is, roughly up to 5 or 6 minifigures if you include little baby Grogu here in the lineup. Yeah, this is an awesome set. I loved building this, and the design is quite solid. Just to show you, hold it by the bridge up here, by the command bridge up here. It actually is really solid, and I absolutely love it. Now, unfortunately, it's not really accurate to the actual size of an actual light cruiser. I can do a size. I'll eventually show a size comparison with other Imperial themed vehicles or other ships that I have collected, but size-wise, it's not that accurate, but I still like it nonetheless. I mean, this is one of my this is actually now a personal favorite Imperial starship that actually started out as a Republic ship. If you've seen the Clone Wars, you know what I mean. So before I go on to the actual structure, I'm going to show off the minifigures that come with this set. So these are indeed the figures that come with the set, and if you saw my last review, I am not gonna drop these guys. I won't do that. But let me put some closer screenshots on to really show you what each of these guys it looks like. So this set comes with 5 or 6 minifigures, depending if you wanted to say 6 if you say Grogu is a minifig, which in this case I would say he is. The design for Grogu is rather simple. It's a small little guy, 2-piece to the head and the little body. Well rounded. Do you like the design? So no real complaints. The set also comes with Mando himself with his Beskar spear, and he also does have a jetpack, which I'll show a photo of. And of course, it does have a standard black stud head, because they never made an actual head for him, or any of the old sets from The Mandalorian. This set also does come with Cara Dune. This is the second time, I believe, that they've threw her in a set. You will see her in another set I'm going to be doing later on. But for a first, you actually have a character who was first introduced in The Bad Batch, I believe? The Bad Batch TV, the Bad Batch show, or from The Mandalorian. I think this person came out from The Mandalorian. Fennec Shand, who was a bounty hunter, but she made her. I believe this character came in The Mandalorian first, and then in the Bad Batch series. But yeah, the design of this character is well rounded. I love the helmet design; it's really awesome. It is double-sided, as is Cara, which I should have mentioned. And again, I'll show photos so you guys can get a better idea what they look like. And for another first, we have Moff Gideon, the main protagonist from, I believe, the second season, or actually the protagonist throughout the entire series so far from seasons 1 and 2, and his design is actually well-rounded. I mean, I actually like the design. His Imperial outfit comes with a dual-sided, or dual-colored cape, black on the outside, and I believe, what, maroon on the inside? Yeah, I'd say that looks like maroon. Looks like it to you guys. Again, I'll post a photo. And another first is a Dark Trooper. And this design is I actually do like indeed. Does other pieces do come off, and that's a rough idea what the head looks like without the helmet. Rather imposing, I would say. But a neat well designed. Yeah, again, this piece here does come off. Well, not again. Yeah, well-rounded figure, and I have heard that they actually are coming out with a pack that you can get more than one of these guys. Yeah, this is basically the rough look of what the minifigures that come with the set. Definitely well worth the purchase, and one thing I forgot to mention, this is $160, along with the price, especially with the piece count and the lineup of minifigures like this. Yeah, definitely worth the purchase to get these guys, especially Moff Gideon and the Dark Trooper. So that's it for the minifigures. On with the actual ship. And here is the actual ship once again in all its glory. And this was a fun build, and I actually did try to do a speed build on it, but it was going on for so long, and I didn't have. And this is before I got the UCS AT-AT, where that one was done in 4 parts. But hey, if I end up getting another one, I'll most likely do another speed build on that one, but it'll probably be a couple of parts just like that one. Yeah, this is a well-rounded and designed ship. So I do a 360-degree turn. There are the engine thrusters and more of the design outlook on it, and of course the surface of it, which is well put together. And it does come with a couple of turrets on the dorsal side of the cruiser. A couple turrets. They do go, I believe, about 360 degrees. Yep, they do. It comes with a couple of guns that can go up and down as well. And of course, you got these other smaller ones on both sides, and these 2 areas here. Well rounded. I mean, this thing is almost armed to the teeth, except for the back, which is absolutely vulnerable. And this actually does have a few features as well for playability. One is, oh great. Well, this set does actually come with a couple of little TIE fighters you can actually build. Again, I'll post another. Again, here's a photo of what they look like. These guys are really, really small. I mean, probably one of the smallest design they came out with. Well, before I show you one of the features, this actually opens up to show the inside, which is well put. I think it's one of the better designs, but from other ships of this kind of size, where you can actually have any playability on the inside. But anyways, one feature this sucker has, if you remember in the show, that starfighters can actually be launched from back here. Or, yeah, small ships and even an imperial shuttle can land through the front here. But this sucker, you can actually launch them from the front. I mean, say goodbye to this little TIE fighter because it's about to go flying. Did I say flying? I meant flop. Yeah, that's one of the features, since this does come with 2. That was one. The other one is on in this slot here. I don't know if you can see it. No, heck with it. That's the other TIE fighter that's basically tucked away in there, and the other one, which was on this side, this is what the socket looks like without the TIE fighter, but it's a good place to have them. Yeah, anyways, that's roughly part of the playability on this thing. Again, this thing is really solid. I love how, I mean, it doesn't flop around. It is well structured. You got to be careful if you're flying it upside down. The top here, it is rather loose, but who would do that? Well, that's I'm being facetious. I mean, I can imagine someone doing that. I want to do a little maneuver or whatever. But yeah, this is a well put together design. I mean, again, like I said before, I might want to get a second one, and if I do, which really isn't in the budget, I would definitely do a speed build, since I just did a 4-part on the UCS AT-AT. So if I could do that, 2 parts on a set like this will not be a big deal. So yeah, the Imperial Light Cruiser. So that was my review on the Imperial Light Cruiser. It is definitely a worthwhile set to get, especially for the design of the ship and the minifigures that come with me. If you decide to get any other sets from The Mandalorian, that does come with Mando and even Baby Grogu, which I actually have a few other ones from other sets that I've got from The Mandalorian. So I'm definitely going to see plenty of, well, Baby Grogu and of course Mando himself. So yeah, that's basically it. The Imperial Light Cruiser, it's definitely well worth the purchase. I highly recommend getting it. Definitely worth adding on to one's Imperial fleet, which I will eventually be doing a full video on. And again, this coming May, because that's when I'm going to be getting a new set that's actually just gotten released as of this month. I'm trying hard not wanting to go out and get it because there's a good number of them I actually want to get. So that's actually going to probably top off the finishing touches on my Imperial army before I do anything else. So yeah, this marks the end of Imperial themed vehicles. Well, for now, anyways, but this does top it off for any kind of actual sets from LEGO I'm going to be doing for an extended amount of time. So I'm going to be transitioning from Imperial vehicles, but since the start of the Marauder, we're going to jump into sets from the Mandalorian, like I've said several times already. I'm pretty sure y'all are probably annoyed by that by now, if you've been following along the videos. But I do recommend you check out some of the other videos I have also uploaded on other Imperial-themed vehicles. Again, the Walkers, TIE Fighters, Shuttles, and I will eventually be doing the whole Imperial Army. So, if you like the video, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Come join the Wolf Pack by hitting the red subscribe button down below and hitting the notification bell to be up to date on more sets, and look forward to future projects that are in the works. So there's not much to tell you to remind you that Jesus loves you more than Elmo and Barnett, and I'll see you guys next time.